Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan hosted the four-way summit on Syria in Istanbul. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and French President Emmanuel Macron attended, as did the United Nations Special Envoy for Syria, Staffan de Mistura.
The main aim of the meeting was to discuss a roadmap for a political solution to the Syrian conflict. Turkey and Russia have been working very closely on Syria. The two brokered a deal in September regarding Idlib province that prevented a major assault from happening in the area.
Ankara and Moscow had agreed for radical groups to withdraw and heavy weapons to be pulled out of a demilitarized zone in Idlib, a process still underway. All of the leaders voiced support for a continued ceasefire in the area and hailed the deal for preventing a new humanitarian crisis. Putin, however, made clear that Russia would take action if any radical groups engage in armed provocations. Syrian refugees were also on the agenda. Erdogan called on the EU for more support.
I
would like to reiterate that we expect the European Union to fulfill its promises on fair burden sharing. I call on other countries to increase their support for Syrian people's needs, bearing in mind that winter is coming.
Leaders called for the establishment of a committee by the end of this year that would create Syria's post-war constitution under the supervision of the UN. Regarding the future of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, Erdogan said it would be up to the people of Syria to decide his fate. French President Macron emphasized the leader's opposition to use of chemical weapons, also spelled out in the joint statement. And Macron said cooperation among all involved parties will be vital.
We are all extremely vigilant to ensure that these commitments are met and the ceasefire is stable and sustainable. We're on the same page with the President's plans on intelligence sharing and humanitarian aid, and we rely on Russia to put pressure on the Syrian regime.
The leaders also expressed their commitment to the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Syria, while stating the need to create the conditions for refugees to safely and voluntarily return to their country. CGTN, Istanbul.